Hello, Gene Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. Or I guess I should say welcome to tonight's vlog. I actually did today's vlog. I did a today's vlog today, earlier today. I was going to edit it tonight, but tonight was the President's State of the Union speech, so I decided to watch the speech, of course, before editing the video from earlier today, and by the time this speech was over, and given the length of that video and the inserts and all that kind of stuff, I would be up all night if I were to edit that video tonight. So that's going to be tomorrow's video, which I won't have to do now because I did it today. But I thought I would instead just give my first impressions of the speech. I assume that all of you have seen it. If not, then you definitely should replay it. It was just a terrific speech. I think I have to mention my main impression was, well, all through it was the reactions of the Democrats who, when Trump would announce some very good news, they would just sit there stone-faced, and they, let alone stand, they wouldn't even applaud. That's how much they dislike him. Well, I think it's number one that they dislike him. Number two, that they could just see the election slipping away. Because first of all, he made a big emphasis on minorities. He talked about, well, the historically low unemployment for minorities, especially for black people. He made a big point of that, plus school choice, which is a concept that, or a proposal, a policy that Democrats absolutely hate because of the damage it would do to the teachers' unions, whom the Democrats depend on for a lot of their support. Plus, they love government anyhow, and I was happy to see Trump say not just failing schools, but failing government schools. That was a theme really throughout the speech. He would occasionally return to the theme that, well, it's what Reagan said, but he didn't come out and say it, but the implication is there that government is not the solution, government is the problem. He talked about nationalized health care, Medicare for all, without mentioning Medicare for all by name. He talked about socialism. He would also, I think it started with Reagan, planting people in the audience as an example of various policies or to make a policy point. One of them was getting back to school choice, a black mother and her young child, fourth grader, wanting to get into a school, into a private school, into a better school out of a government school, and not being able to because there are thousands more children waiting to get into these schools than there are places available. He made a big, well, having somebody there, putting a human face on it, that goes a lot towards advancing the argument, and the Democrats had to applaud the child and the mother when the mother and child stood up, but then Trump would switch into proposing the policy, and then they had to just sit there. It was very awkward, but the most telling point to me, I had mentioned in the last vlog that it would be interesting to watch, besides the reactions of the Democrats, the reaction of Nancy Pelosi sitting right behind him. I was pleased to see her smile once in a while. She behaved okay. I thought that she did most of the time until the very end. I thought I was imagining what I saw, but one of the commentators after the end of the speech said what I thought I saw. Apparently it was true that as soon as Trump finished his speech, she tore his speech in half. You probably noticed at the beginning when the president came in, he handed copies of the speech to Nancy Pelosi and to Mike Pence. She was spending a lot of the time actually reading the speech, even though he was standing there delivering the speech, maybe because she didn't want to watch him. I don't know why. It was just these awkward moments that would just pop up every so often. But the speech itself, it was, well, sometimes he gives speeches where the written speech is excellent, but his delivery is not always up to the standards of the speech. But this time, I thought he matched it. I thought he rose to the occasion. I thought it was a great speech all the way from the beginning to the end, except for a couple of parts. The parts where I had complained, I don't know if I did it in a vlog. It's a feeling that or a opinion that I've had. When he talks about China, when he talks about trade, I can understand about talking how they were taking advantage of us and now they are not. But sometimes I think that he went a little bit too far. When you have a victory, you have to build a bridge with your enemy. That's the American way. When we defeated, if you want an extreme example from the other end of the spectrum, or from the far end of the spectrum, when we defeated Germany and Japan, we fought like tigers against them. But once the victory was won, it wasn't that we didn't set out to destroy Japan. We made them our friends. And that's the attitude that I would have liked to have seen with China. I would have liked Trump to say, you've been treating us unfairly, now we're on a level playing field, but it's as good for China. China, you will find out as we go forward that free trade, that not stealing intellectual property, that respecting intellectual property rights, that it's an advantage for both of our countries. That is the only criticism that I have. There's more I could say, but if I talk any more, then I'm going to be up. I'll defeat my purpose of delivering this vlog, which is just to say something quick because I want to visit with everybody, but I don't want to be up all night editing because, as I've mentioned in the past, I have a day job. I don't make any money from these vlogs. I'm a real estate broker during the day. Got to get up in the morning, and what's even worse, I work with people in New York. When I was in New York, I would get up at a certain hour and then be ready to work at 9 o'clock. But I'm in Tennessee now, which is an hour ahead, so I have to get up an hour earlier. I guess I get done an hour earlier at the end of the day, but I am not a morning person. If I had my druthers, I would be doing these vlogs at night, not during the day. I would wait till the end of the day to do them, and then they would actually be more current for all of you too, because I would be recording them closer to when I deliver them. I would like to record them in the evening and then maybe edit them in the morning, but can't do it. I do the best I can. I work with what I have, and I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks a lot for watching as always. As I said, I'll be back with the vlog I intended to do. I'll be back with that tomorrow, and in the meantime, thumbs up if you like this video. Share with anybody you think would also like the video. Got any comments? Maybe you'd like to share your comments, what you thought of the State of the Union if you watched it. Or if you didn't watch it, why you didn't watch it. Maybe because you are politically opposite of the president. Your comments are welcome too. You can also put any questions you might have for me and suggestions for future topics. And finally, you could subscribe. I love getting subscribers. And that's it. I look forward to seeing all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.